In a small village on the edge of the savannah, there stood an ancient baobab tree, its trunk wide enough to hide a family of hunters. The elders warned the children never to go near it after dusk. "It eats the curious," they would say, their voices trembling. Kojo was a stubborn boy. His father was strict and would have disciplined him well enough, but his mother doted on him, always stepping in to protect him from punishment. Because of this, Kojo grew used to getting his way. He ignored warnings and rules, confident that nothing bad could happen to him and certain that his mother would always cover for him. So when the elders told him never to go near the baobab, he only scoffed at them, certain the stories were nonsense. One evening, as the sun bled red over the horizon, Kojo slipped away from his hut, determined to prove that the tree was nothing more than a gnarled trunk. As he approached, the wind shifted, carrying whispers that sounded like the voices of his ancestors. "Kojo, come closer," they murmured. At first, he thought it was the wind, or perhaps the elders playing tricks. But then he heard his own name, repeated, calling him to the hollow at the base of the tree. Inside, the baobab seemed alive. Its roots writhed like snakes, and the hollow smelled of decay. Shadows moved against the bark, forming faces that twisted in silent screams. Kojo froze. A cold, wet hand brushed his shoulder, and when he turned, no one was there. But the whispers grew louder, insistent. "Why are you here?" the voices asked. "We have waited for you." Kojo tried to run, but the roots had grown fast, curling around his ankles. He tugged and pulled, but they only tightened. From the hollow, dozens of pale, hollow-eyed figures emerged, their mouths stretched in silent howls. They were children, lost over generations, claimed by the baobab, their spirits trapped inside. The tree's bark cracked and split, revealing a mouth lined with sharp wooden teeth. It leaned toward him, its whispers now a roar. "Curiosity feeds me, and you are very hungry," Kojo screamed. But the savannah swallowed his cries. The next morning, the villagers found his sandals at the tree's base. Nothing else remained. Some say that on certain nights, when the wind is just right, you can hear a boy calling from inside the baobab, whispering for others to join him. And so, the elders say, the baobab waits, always hungry, always listening,